Good morning, children. Today we will continue our chapter Weather, Climate and Adaptations of Animals to Climate. In our previous class we had learnt about weather and climate. Today we will learn more about climate and adaptations, and specifically we will learn the adaptations of polar regions. And in the next class we will learn about the adaptations of the animals in tropical rainforests. So, we will come to our topic, adaptations. What are adaptations? Adaptation are the characteristic features of the animals who live in a particular climate in a particular region. That region particularly has some specific climatic conditions. Suppose it may be very hot. The desert regions are the examples of very hot regions. They have very high temperature during the day and very cold temperatures during the night. So the animals and plants, they all have to adapt themselves. They have to develop certain characteristic features within them. They have to change them according to the climatic conditions, according to the temperatures, according to the heat, according to the cold they are living in, right? So these features that they develop within them, these are called as adaptations. They have to develop certain characteristics, certain properties in their bodies. They have to change themselves according to the temperature conditions, water conditions, weather conditions, humidity, rainfall. They have to live in that region. So to survive there, they have to change themselves, right? These are the adaptations. I have given an example of desert animals. They have to face extreme heat in the day and extreme cold at night. For this, they must have developed some features to cope with the climate. These are called as adaptations. In the map you can see that I have shown two regions, polar regions and tropical regions. In the map there are 5 regions, but we are concerned with polar regions and tropical regions because we will study the adaptations of animals in these two regions. The blue colored region, deep dark blue colored region at the top and the bottom, these are the polar regions. They have extremely cold climatic conditions. It is always snowy there. Always the mountains are covered with snow there. It is very, very cold there, right? So the animals who live there in the polar regions, they have to develop certain characteristics within themselves so that they can survive in these cold climatic regions. Okay. The examples of animals in polar regions are polar bear, Siberian cranes and certain other animals like penguins you must have seen in the pictures, right? The second type of regions that we are concerned with are the tropical rainforests. The center portion, which is deep orange color shown here, it is tropical region. Okay. This is the central portion and the blue portion are the regions which we will study, right? Which are the countries that are lying under the polar regions? I have given the list here: Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, one part of USA, that is Alaska of USA, and the Siberian region of Russia. These are the regions which have polar conditions, means very cold conditions there. The climate is very cold there. For 6 months it is day there, and for 6 months it is night, right? So when there is night, that means the temperature, the sun is not rising, so it becomes very, very cold there. At that conditions also animals have to face many difficulties. They have to adapt themselves to this climate. So we will take an example of polar bear, and what are the adaptations of polar bear we will study. It has white fur so that it can hide itself in the against the background of snow, white background, so that it can hunt for animals, so that it can prey for animals. Also, it can save itself from other predators who want to kill the bear, right? So it hides himself. And the next adaptation is two thick layers of fur. It has two thick layers of fur to protect itself from the extreme cold. The next adaptation is layer of fat under the skin. It has a thick layer of fat under its skin so that it protects itself from the extreme cold. Next, it is a good swimmer, means it can swim inside the water so that it can hunt for its feeding, right? It can stay under the water for long time by closing the nostrils, means it is an adaptation so that it can stay underwater for long time. Next, it also has wide and large paws, means its legs are having wide paws for better swimming and walking on the snow. Next, it is strong sense of smell. It has a strong sense of smell. It can smell from a long distance about its prey so that it can go and hunt for it, so that it does not have to stay hungry for long, right? So these are the adaptations of polar bear. The next example of an animal in the polar region is penguin. Some of its adaptations are same as the polar bear, like white color. It helps it for hunting. Also, it can protect itself from other predators who hunt for penguin, right? So it can hide itself in the snow. Second adaptation is thick skin and layer of fat. It has a thick skin and a fat layer under its skin to protect itself from the extreme cold. The next adaptation is huddling together of the penguins. Means you must have seen in movies and all that the penguins, they huddle together. Two or more penguins, they come closer in groups so that the heat is exchanged between the penguins. They don't feel cold because they are huddling together. They stand close to each other. Next is streamlined body and webbed feet in order to help them to swim in the water, right? This also helps them to catch their prey, right? These are the adaptations in penguins. Other animals in the polar regions are fishes, musk oxen, reindeers, foxes, seals, whales and birds. These are the examples of other animals in the polar regions. Remaining animals can stay in the region by adapting themselves, by developing some adaptation features inside themselves, but birds cannot develop a thick layer of fat because it will increase their weight and they will not be able to fly, right? So these birds, like Siberian cranes, they have to migrate to other places which are hotter than the polar regions in winter, because in winter the temperature reaches very cold conditions and they cannot survive in that condition. So they have to fly to certain regions. They fly to India, some places of India, right? Like Bharatpur in Rajasthan and Sultanpur in Haryana, and some places in northeast India. So they can save themselves from the extreme cold, right? These are the regions. These are called as migratory birds. We don't know how they migrate to the same place year after year, because they must have developed some sense. They must be flying according to the winds, or they must have developed some sense of places, and they must have some recognition points they must be having. Still, it is a mystery how they fly to the same place year after year, but it is true that they fly to the same regions during winters. Okay, so we come to an end of today's topics. It is your assignment to write about the adaptations of polar bear and penguin. Complete the assignment and send to me during clarification hours. So, thank you and have a nice. Thank you.